done with that, and now we're done with the stage select bosses, so this would be on to the final stages, right?
Think so.
Yeah, I think so. And, you know how last game had, like, 5 final stages? This game's only got 2. Yeah, it's really only got 2 final stages. It's got one that's... And I went the wrong way. God damn it. This isn't the right way. Herpua's, out in the other room. But, you know, Zero 2 had, like, 5 final stages. There was the rematch of the Rainbow Devil, the armed versions of the 4 Guardians, and then the final stage where you had the boss rush and the fight with El Paizo. This game has only got 2 final stages, like I said, which have... The first one has 2 bosses, though if you aren't taking a particular pathway, you're only going to fight 1. Which we're going to fight that one of the 2 bosses of that stage in this particular part. And then afterwards, there's just one more stage, which is just the boss rush and then the final boss. I don't know. I prefer that they don't pad the game out with a bunch of stuff that's unnecessary, so I'm glad there isn't, like, 3 other final stages with generic bosses. You know, they easily could have pulled, oh, the 4 Guardians returned to evil again, and, you have to fight them again thing, and just had you rematch them one last time, but I'm glad they didn't do that. That being said, we will be fighting one of the 4 Guardians. Spoiler warning-ish, because it's coming right up later into this video. Pretty sure, at least. If I'm getting the parts mixed up, I'm going to be very mad at myself. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, look at that conehead looking at. By the way, flashing light warning coming up. I'm literally putting text on screen to warn you about it, but up ahead here is a fucking... Right here, flashing lights. If you're photosensitive, probably look away. Oh god, he really is executing Order 66. Which, actually, this game would have predated that movie, so that movie didn't come out until a year after this, so... Oh, hey, X. It took you damn enough. Ugh. Zero even says it! Anyways, yeah, we're gonna go fight Omega. I love how everyone's trying to keep this a big secret from Zero, when honestly, I don't see it as that big a deal. And, like, if you know this game, you probably already know what the twist is, but it's pretty well known by this point, because, you know, the game is over 20 years old. Okay, does anyone else think this music sounds a bit like Go-Go Power Rangers? I don't know, it sounds like it to me. I know everyone likes to point out, oh, the final boss theme sounds like Blaster Master's boss theme, but no one wants to point out how this theme sounds a lot like Go-Go Power Rangers. Anyways, the reason we're going into cyberspace here is because there's this, like I said earlier, there's a secret boss in this level, and the only way to get to him is to have cyberspace turned on. And I am being extra careful here because I do not want to miss it. Because I actually didn't run into him on my practice run, because the guide I read incorrectly said that you just need to get to where you'd fight the ordinary boss of this level. Which is not true, because up here is a door that I don't think will open unless you're in cyberspace. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that checkpoint just to be safe. And who is it? Well, the title of the video probably gave it away. Yeah, it's Phantom. Yeah, I defeated you and you blew yourself up because you couldn't stand losing. Jackass. Anyways, I actually think Phantom has a couple new moves here, or these are just moves he didn't use because I wasn't fighting him at high enough rank in the previous game. But otherwise, his moveset is pretty similar. And like I said, I didn't run into this boss on my practice run because I didn't know how to get to him. Again, the guide I was using incorrectly said just get to the boss door of the stage, and he'll be there instead of the actual boss as long as you're in cyberspace, which is not true. Yeah, I'm gonna heal. So I didn't practice against this guy, which is why I'm sucking even more than I normally do. Okay, I guess we still have 3 of these guys as is, so we can stand to waste a few. Plus, we still have the sub-tanks, even if we do run out. Oh my god. You know, burst shot, you're very helpful, but I keep missing, so it's not very helpful because of that. No, I managed to hit him with it there. And there. And one more... Oh, nope, that was one of his minions. One more good hit should do it. Gotcha! Goodbye, Phantom. We'll be seeing you... Well, kind of seeing you again in ZX.